Check, check, check. Check, check. All right, I guess. I guess it's working. All right. All right, so sorry about that, folks. This thing is it's the first time I've actually used this software here, so it's a good test of a whole bunch of different things. So I am going to get this stuff ready here. Make sure that works. Huge delay on my side, but what the hey. So I'll go ahead and test the chat here. Yep. Yeah, for some reason, I guess, again, Facebook chat isn't coming in, maybe. So if you happen to be watching this on Facebook, yeah, the audio might not come in. So I'm testing something new, just a bunch of new software, hardware. And it was the best way to get the app directly into the scene. So since this is going, yeah, just testing some stuff. Let's go ahead in full screen here. And I'm going to do this. And bam. Cool. Hopefully that's working. Yeah. So I have been working on this app called the Farkle Score Tracker. It's pretty cool because the whole idea with ADHD is... you know, the whole purpose of the game is that's a risk 'em up, right? So you kind of push your luck. You get to a certain point, and then you can save your score to the leaderboards. What I'm doing here is a while ago, Kel and I don't remember how the hell I came across this game, but it's essentially a dice game, and you know, you kind of push your luck with some dice as well. So back when I'm going to drop a name here, back when I was on tour with Sparta. We used to play a game called CeeLo, which required 3 dice. Yeah, you can't see it. There we go. So CeeLo was really easy because you just had 3 dice and you kind of roll a dice. And immediately on the roll, if you get 4, 5, 6, you might not be able to see that too clearly, but I don't want to zoom in too much. Yeah, so right here I got 4, 4, 5. That's nothing. I got 2 pairs, but that didn't really do much. And I don't remember exactly the full-on rules of CeeLo, but it was basically, you know, like if you got a 1, 2, and a 3, you would lose. And that was a cool game. It was a cool dice game. I've always liked dice games because they're kind of easy to understand, fun to play. But anyway, so yeah, I've got some music going on in the background too, so if it gets too loud, by all means, just let me know. But yeah, so this app here is for a game called Farkle, which requires basically 6 dice. And there's some rules with it. You can see the app over here to the, I guess, right-hand side if you're looking at the screen. So yeah, I just designed this app kind of last minute. Just thought, you know, when we were playing the game, you kind of have to keep track of your scores. And when I looked at the app on the App Store, there were some kind of Farkle score tracker apps, but they were just fancified kind of calculators. Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of them, and they all had like in-app purchases and all sorts of stuff. So I just decided, well, what the hell? Why not use it as a great test to just kind of see how difficult it would be to just put an app together real quick when you already know the design, which is kind of something I always talk about when you're making games. Like, try to keep your scope, as small as possible and stuff like that. And this was like, I knew the rules. The only thing that I really had to do, well, I had to code it and everything, but I had to design it, right? So like, I just kind of used Figma to kind of design this, the whole UI and everything. So generally, when you play Farkle, you play with up to 6 players. You can go a little higher than that if you need to. But the general rules, if you want to know what the rules are for the game, you can tap on the little help icon here, and it'll give you some rules here. So basically, you can also turn sound and haptics off. They're not, sound and haptics aren't too hardcore or anything. But the haptics I thought was nice. It was a nice little like bump to when you hit a button, because when you just tap, sometimes it doesn't feel that great. You just kind of lose track on what you're pushing or whatever. But the rules are here. It's 2 to 6 players. It requires 6 physical standard dice. It shows you that after each roll, you set aside some dice in that score, and all the dice that score, and then you roll the rest, right? So you'll see right now when I play it here, it'll make a lot more sense. But all the rules are here, so I thought it would be nice to have like a little page that kind of gives you all the details, how the scoring works. So like a single 1 is worth 100 points, single 5 is worth 50 points, 3 1s is 300. And yeah, so you kind of go up and up, and there's a whole bunch of different kind of scoring. Like you got 6 of a kind, you get a straight, which is 1 through 6. Those are really rare to pull off, but you can pull them off in like your first shot, it feels really good to do. So yeah, and then a quick reference for basically like what 6 what 3 2s and 3 1s equals and all that kind of stuff. And then obviously just your typical social links and stuff to stuff. So yeah, that's the basic rules. And then you can start your setup here. Obviously I don't have single player because there's no reason to play against yourself. But yeah, you could do up to 6. When you get 6, it's a little cramped, but I was able to make it work. Came out pretty cool. So for the hell of it, let's just do 2 players. Enter your name. So like, let's just do me. There we go. And then we'll enter Kel and Spirit. So we'll actually call her Spirit. There we go. So yeah, there you go. That's the basic setup. You've got your first and your second player there. And then so your first player rolls. So because this game isn't self-contained in the app, it's more of a score tracker. All you're going to do is I'm going to try and roll softly here because I don't want to go pick it up if it falls out. So yeah, here we go, right? So I've got, you started your new roll. So you do 2, 1, 2, and 5, 1, and 3. So this immediately, like, if you're playing this game, the board game, I guess you could look at this and be like, immediately set aside the 1 because 1 is worth 100. This is another 100. This is 50. And so I would have 3 dice to roll, right? So here, the app keeps track of all this for you. And so the thing is with the thing that I found interesting when I was playing this and a comparison to ADHD is that when you have to reach a certain point before you can start banking your score. And this is kind of where like the whole risk 'em up mentality comes out is before you can mark your score, you have to reach 500. So obviously in that first roll, it was a pretty good roll. I got 250 points. I'm halfway there, but I didn't actually reach 500, right? So I take out the scoring ones. So that's this right here, the 1 and the 5. And then now I can roll the next 3. So let's go ahead and roll those out. So now I got a 5 of 5 and a 6. So I started a roll. I do a 5 of 5 and a 6. And there we go. So I added another 100 points to the 250. That's still not 500. So I'm going to have, 350? So, however, here's the thing, and this is where that kind of risk 'em up of this game comes into play. So I take out the 5 and the 5, and I have 1 dice left to roll, right? So in this particular spot, I have to do it because I don't have any other option, right? I want to reach 500 so I can start marking my position on the leaderboard. So right now, unless this is a 1, that would be 450. I'm still not going to win, but I have to roll it because that's just the game. So I rolled a 2, which means I have no scoring dice, so I Farkle. So the app now marks that on the leaderboard instead of having to use pen and paper, the old classic way. So yeah, now it would be Kel's turn. So let's go ahead and see what she gets. And now I've got a 5. So yeah, let's do the roll. So I got a 5, a 1, a 4. I got a 6, a 2, and a 3. And holy shit, so that was it. I got a 1. Yeah, I got it straight. So I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on one roll. So that's awesome. So here's the thing, right? Again, this is kind of where the whole risk 'em up thing comes into play. Sorry if I'm slouching. It's just this chair kind of leans me back, and then I got to crouch over all weird. So anyway, yeah, I've got 1,500 points in my first roll. So this is what's called a hot dice roll. So what this means is since I have to put all of these away and it's a winning hand, obviously I can get on the leaderboard immediately. So this is where I can start banking my points. However, I can roll all 6 again, and I keep the 1,500. So it's like a rolling score, right? However, here's where it starts to get tricky. So if I roll again, so I'm going to commit to it. I'm going to do a hot dice roll. So that's 1,500 points. If I happen to, not that it will, but if I happen to roll a non-winning roll in this particular roll, I lose those 1,500 points, and I also I Farkle on the leaderboard, so I can't mark a position and have to start the fuck all over again. So let's go ahead and just roll, see what I get. So I get a 2, a 2, a 1, a 5, a 4, and a 6. Okay, so I got 1,500. I got 150 on top of my 1,500. Again, from this point forward, because I have hit the 500-point threshold, I can now bank 1,650, or I can still roll 4 more dice, right? So, I don't know. For the hell of it, let's go ahead. I mean, if Kel was here, she probably would not do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it for the sake of pushing the luck. Cool. Okay, so what happened here is I got a 5. 4s are not worth anything, at least not on that kind of roll. So there we go. So I got a 5, a 4, a 4, and a 3, which means I got 50 points for the 5, right? So I set aside the 5. Let's pull it over here. And now I can roll these 3 dice. For the sake of the stream, I'm going to go ahead and just stop there and bank it so that we show, okay, now I've got 1,700 points. So now it's my turn. I would roll all 6 dice again. And now I've got 2, 2. Let's see. Yeah. So I got 2, 2, 4, 3, and a 2 and a 6. Right? Let's verify that. So this is kind of the thing. I spent a lot of time trying to design. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. All right. So, yeah, so this is kind of what I took some time to design here is there's a reset. So say, for example, you typed in the wrong number. You can just kind of reset it and start all over again. But it's only for that roll. So if you've already committed to that roll, then this is only going to reset the roll that you're on. If, like, say, for example, you just wanted to reset the whole game, you hit that button there, and now you see in the info options, you actually have a reset current game, which will take you out completely to the beginning. And you could restart again. If you just want to review the rules, obviously you can. But here, so I got 200 points. I have a Farkle, so I haven't been able to mark anything on the leaderboard, so I have to roll again. So now I have to roll 3. And let's drop those in here. Okay, cool. So, holy shit. So I got triple 5s there. Let's see what this gets me. Yeah, so that gives me 700 points. I'm going to go ahead and bank because my only other option... Actually, I wouldn't have an option. That's it. Because I don't have any rolling dice because those scored. All 3 of them scored. So this is a pretty cool hand. So let's go ahead and... there we go. So now it would be Kel's turn. And basically, like, the rules of the game, a standard game, I didn't add any of the customization, being able to, like, do, you know, reach a certain amount of points. It has to be 10,000, which is the standard game. So once a player reaches 10,000 points, it's up to the rest of those players to beat 10,000 or whatever he reached or he or she reached above 10,000 in that roll, now it's your turn to go and beat that score. If you're like at 6,000, the possibility of you winning that is really low, but it's still possible. It's happened to us before, so that's kind of fucking cool. So yeah, let's just kind of roll here. And now she got a 1, a 1, a 5, a 5, a 6, and a 4. So that's 300 points. You could roll 2 dice, which is pretty risky. But, you know, at that point, all that would get you, say you got two ones, it would give you 200, so you'd get 500 points. It's probably safer to bank them. So now it's my turn. Let's roll them here. And obviously, this also gets a lot more fun when you're kind of betting money, I guess. So that's kind of cool. Which kind of makes it even more worthwhile when you're trying to do the thing here. So, okay. So I got a... Let's do 6, 4, 4, 1, 4, 3. Okay, 500 points. I could roll 2. Let's keep it that way. Try and see how far we can get. So I see like the stream might be freezing up a bit, and that's just this setup here. So that's why I'm glad to be testing this, but we'll see. Okay, so now, okay, that's her roll. Let's see what she got. She got a 2, a 5, a 5, 3, a 3, and a 5. So the cool thing here is, like I said, it's keeping track of your score, and it's a lot easier than having to write it down. It does all the math for you because it knows the patterns. So there we go. Okay. Let's see what I get here. Oh, damn. Okay. So I got 6, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5. So that's triples. That 2,500. That's awesome in one roll, but I'll go ahead and risk it. Why not do a hot dice roll, right? So it's 6. The chances of me messing this up are really low, so it's at least worth 1. So let's do a 5, 5, a 2, a 3, a 2, and a 4. 100 points. So let's go ahead and bank that because my chances of messing it all up on 4 is pretty high. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, spare. So we got a 6, a 6, a 2, a 3, a 1, and a 2. 100 points, so obviously you want to roll again. So you take 5 of them, take out 1. Okay, so now we've got a 5, 5, 2, 2, and a 3. It's 100 points. It's kind of risky to do a 3, but yeah, let's just bank it for now. Okay, it's my turn. Okay, it's pretty good. 6, 6. Oh, shit. So I started over. Sorry. So I missed one. So let's throw this one in there. Okay. So 6, 6, 4, 4, 5, 5. What are the chances of that, man? So, okay. Let's do another hot dice roll. See how this works. Okay. So, hey, that's not bad. We got a 4, a 4, 6, 5, a 2, and a 3. Okay. Wait, 50, that's it? Oh, yeah, okay. See, that's what's so crazy about that is I only got 1 scoring. So that was 5. Maybe this will be worth it. Or no, for the sake of it, let's just bank them. Yep. So now, okay, Kel's turn. So this is a new roll. Let's do it. 1, 4, 6, 5, 5, 2. Okay, 200 points. 3 dice. Let's try it. Let's see what happens with 3. A 2, 2, 4, 4. So there we go. 2, 2, 4, 4. Farkle. All right. So that marked it just right. So let's start a roll. Oh, motherfucker. Okay. Well, give me a sec. I got to go grab that. So when you roll a dice off the playing board, you have to have a playing board so that you can control like how the dice falls. Because if it rolls off like that, you have to roll again. That one that came off the board. So at this point, let's see, that was a 6, 2, 1, 5, 4, 2. Okay, 150. Let's do it again. We'll do 4. Okay, so we got a 4, 5, 6, and a 2. 50 points. So let's go ahead and just bank those. App looks sleek and easy to use. What is the max players it'll support? What's up, Matt Hoots? Sorry if I missed it. I just saw your message. It supports up to 6. And, yeah, I mean, I guess I don't necessarily need to play the whole thing. But I wanted to just get through one game. Let's see how fast we can do this. 5, 5, 4, 2. Wait. See, I messed that up. So let's reset. And let's do it again. So we got a 2, 5, a 5, a 4, 2, and a 6. 100. So let's start a new roll. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get it to be as smooth as I could get it. I do apologize that the frame rate for the video is freezing and stuff. I trying some new hardware here, so it's kind of going to be a little jank. Cool. Awesome, man. Yeah, if you do go to bed, by all means, have a good one. It'll be up on the Android store here soon. As a matter of fact, you could probably get that up and ready. It was finally approved on the Google Play Store, but for whatever reason, the Apple version isn't published yet. So there we go. It's live if you're on Android. Went ahead and did that because why the hell not? Yeah. So, okay. So I got 4 dice. Fuck, I picked them up. Missed what they were. So let me just refresh this. Cool. All right. So yeah, let's just pump this in. Obviously, I messed up the numbers, so we'll probably get it wrong here, but 114, so that's 300. Let's go ahead and bank that. That's 400 points. Let's see here. So now I got a... Oh, it's all 6. Playing by yourself was a little tough, but here we go. So now I got a 4, a 5, a 5, a 5, a 5, and a 2. 1,000 points. Okay, so obviously I could only roll 2 dice. I don't want to do that, so let's go ahead and just bank them. Yeah, that's a pretty good bank. So now it's a new turn. So let's see here. We got a 3, a 5, a 4, a 5, a 4, and a 6. 100 points. Okay. See, it always looks like you got more, but pairs don't matter. Pairs don't matter until you get 3 pairs. So, like, you get 2, 4, and a 6, 2 of each. If you just get that and then you have, like, a 1 and a 2, yeah, you like here, obviously, I got 2 5s. So, let's start the next roll. Let's do 4. It's worth it if I got to do 4. So, yeah, we got 1, 1, 2, 4. Got 200. Let's go ahead and bank that. So, that's 300 points. I want to at least get to the end so you can kind of see. I didn't add achievements, obviously, because it's not achievements, but I did do what I called accolades. So once you win, you will get to see like how many times you farkled and stuff like that. So 1, 2, 5, 5, 2, 4. So it did the math for me. That's 200. I can roll 3. Why the hell not? Let's do it. There we go. And, of course, the 2... Sorry. Let's do it again. A 2, a 4, and a 6. That's nothing, so I farkled. So, yeah, you could tell, obviously, we're getting pretty close there. So it's 6550 to 3400. Again, the scores you want to get to are 10,000. So the last hand after 10,000 wins. So here we go. We got a 4, a 1, a 3, a 4, a 6, and a 2. See, 100 points. Let's go ahead and do 5 dice. Okay. So we'll do here. We got a 6, a 6, a 1. Okay, this 6 might help. Yep, because it's a 3, a triple, and a 1. So that was 700 points on top of 100. That's 800. So awesome. 800 points. Great. Let's start again. Okay. So now we got a 1, a 6, a 3, a 6, a 4, and a 5. So that was really close. I thought that was going to be a 1, 2, 3, like a straight. That's 150. So let's go ahead and roll 4. Put those up. Let's see what I get here. And I got a 1, a 6, a 6, and a 4. That's 100. Sure. Let's go ahead and bank that. Why not? Trying to get to the end here anyway. Okay. So here, let's do, let's see, 6, a 3, a 2, a 4, a 6, and a 2. Nothing. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. So again, once you train yourself to use this, thing, you don't see the patterns as easily. But yeah, there's nothing winning there. There's no 1s, there's no 5s, and there's no pairs. There's nothing. So, okay. So that was a Farkle. Okay. Let's do this here. Okay. We got a 5, 2, 5, 5, 5, and a 2. 1,500 points. So that is 4. Yeah. So this is a 4 of 1 and 2 of 1, which is one of those like really good drops, right? So, yep. Let's go ahead and bank that. Why the hell not? So we're getting close to 10,000 here. Start a new roll. And this looks like a good one. 1, 1, 1. 1, which is 4. So I got a triple for sure. And then I've got a 4 and a 3, which are worth nothing. So 1,000 points. That's not bad. Let's save that. Okay. Let's see here. So now I've got a 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, 6. 100 points. Let's go ahead and roll 5. Okay. So I got a 5 of 5, a 5, a 6, and a 1. That's not bad. Let's bank that. Okay. So you can see, even though you're far behind, yeah, you can still pull up pretty easily. So let's do this. Let's 2, 2, 6, 6, 4, 4. Holy shit. There we go. 1,500. We'll bank it. So 9,000. You can see how easily with like one hand you can get a good roll, right? So we'll do a 3, a 4, 6, a 2, a 2, and a 4. Nothing. Wow. Okay. Farkle. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's do a 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Damn. Okay, so 50 points. Let's do 5. Let's see what's going on here. I got a 5 of 5, a 6, a 1, and a 3. 200. Let's bank them. Why not? Okay. Let's see how close we're getting here. You can tell that right when you get up around the 10 rolls is when, one player usually starts to take the lead, and you can start to figure stuff out from there. So 2, 3, 6, 6, 6, 5. So that's 650. Let's go ahead and bank that. We're getting close. Getting close to the end here. Okay, so we got a 4, 3, 3, a 2, a 1, and a 5. 150. Okay, so let's roll 4. So now I've got a 3, a 1, a 3, a 4, and a... Wait. Yeah, 3, 3, 1, 4. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so 100. Let's keep that. Sure, why not? Okay. So here we go. This roll is a 5, a 1, a 6, a 5, a 2, and a 3. Okay, 200 points. Let's do another roll with 3. See what we get. Why not? Push it. Because that's 98.50. If I keep that. Oh, nice. Okay, so we got a 3, at least 50 points. So a 5 and a 6, which means I'm going to at least bank it, right? Because I'm not going to push a 1. Damn it. Okay, give me a sec. It's the thing about dice games. You always kind of drop that stupid stuff. Where'd it go? There it is. So what did we roll? Okay, so it's Spirit's turn. Let's see what she gets. We got a 2, a 4, a 4, a 4, a 6, and a 3. So that's 400 points. Sure, why not? You got 3 rolls. You could tell, like, when this gets to the point of, like, oh, man, we could have pushed it, right? Because, I mean, you know, you could have gotten just a little more than 4, but you also could have just Farkled, so it's kind of the point, I guess. Let's see what we got here. We got a 1, a 1, a 4, a 4, a 4, and a 3. Damn, 600. Okay, so, again, here I could roll a dice and be dumb, or I could just do this because it's the last roll, so here we go. It's the final roll, so let's fucking roll, man. Or as Cal likes to say, let's Farkle roll. Farkling roll, I think it is. Notester! Hey, thanks, man. Yep. Awesome. Thank you, man. Yeah, I tried to keep it as clean as possible. And the tricky part was this kind of thing with the scoring, right? So, like, you can scroll up and down to keep track of all the scores. But, yeah, once you start having more than, like, 2 players, it does get a little cramped, but it still works. And I didn't like the flat white background, so that's kind of where I added these, like, floating dice in the background, which look pretty cool. Just a really simple kind of particle effect. So, yeah, this is about to be the end here, so let's go ahead. Let's fark and roll. God damn it. Yeah, Cal, you got it. Hey, so that's good. At least I do see the Facebook comments, so that's working. Rolling like a jackass over here. Yeah, so, yeah, thanks, Note. I really appreciate it, man. Let's see what this last roll does for Cal here. Oh, damn. Okay. So a 5, a 5, a 6, a 6. Oh, a 3 and a 4. Damn it. Yeah, 6, 6, 3, 4. So that the 6s look like they would be something, but it's that 2, the 3 and the 4. If one of those could be the other pair, that would have got her 1,000 points, which would have been 86,000. And then you could have rolled the 6 again, and who knows, man? You never know. But yeah, so that's it. Let's go ahead and bank that because this is the end of the game. So that's it. Winners JC. My highest bank roll was 2,600. Farkle's dealt 3. My arch nemesis was Spirit, obviously, because it was the only other player. I got 3 hot dice wins, and I never risked them up. So that's obviously just a little ADHD. I don't deal in what ifs. Yeah, so obviously the risk up is a nice little ADHD kind of, what do you call it? Easter egg, right? Because, yeah, I obviously love the idea of it. But I didn't push my luck on a 1 roll. So the risk up comes when you roll 1 dice, when you have 1 dice left, because obviously you could instantly lose your whole hand. Or if you roll a 1, you'll get 100 points. If you roll a 5, you'll get 50. But at least you won't lose your hand, right? So that's kind of where I really like the idea of, like, the ADHD thing. The fade-ins for each stat, the result screen. Nice. Thanks, man. Yeah. So I try to put as much thought into it without, you know, like, what's the thing people say? The enemy of perfection. The enemy of good is perfection or something. God, I always fuck that up. But anyway, yeah, that's it, man. The Farkle app. It's up and ready to check out on the Android store. So let me actually double check that because I just made it go up. I just published it, so let's see. Farkle. Cool thing is I finally have something up on the App Store so that I can start. What that means is now I can start putting other stuff up, right? And that was kind of the whole fights will still happen. Yeah, and the idea was I wanted to go through the process, and with this app being as relatively easy to put together as it was, I was able to go through that whole process. So I'm a verified developer, all that kind of behind-the-scenes stuff that a lot of people don't really think about when they're doing stuff like this. And yeah, so there it is. So it's kind of quite down on the list, but it's finally up there. It's, you know, you can't really see it because it's a little blurred. Let's see if I can do it over here. Well, whatever. You can look it up. Ask an Enemy Studios. It's on here. Google Play with a different app experience. Okay, yeah. So I've got the obviously the debug version installed on my phone, but there it is. $4.99. Hopefully you guys don't think that's too bad. I thought it was neat because it was like, it's only $5 and no ads, no analytics, no in-game purchases. It's just a straight, clean app for the game. If you like playing it, it's there for you to download. I've got the support. Oh shit! I actually realized that the support email is not right, so I got to go fix that. But that's an easy fix. That's just a publishing thing. Has nothing to do with updates. But yeah, so there we go, man. It is on the Google Play Store. Really appreciate you guys stopping by and checking it out. And yeah, as soon as it's up on iOS, I'll post that as well. But for now, that's it, man. I appreciate it, and have a good night.